but I will leave you with some good news at least. I've actually just launched this year's 2024 photography competition and raffle in collaboration with Sigma Photo Australia, and they've been very generous and given us some really cool prizes to check out. So if you want to know how you can enter to win, I will leave a link in my description.
Yo bro, Mike just announced a new photography competition. We need to fucking win this time. Alright, it's that time of the year again where I basically take part in another photography competition. And to be more specific, the photography competition that we took part this year is the photography competition from Northborders, Mike. It's this huge photographer slash YouTuber who is mostly doing nowadays car photography. Really talented guy. I've been following him for I don't know how many years at this point. But anyways, the theme for this year's competition was automotive, basically car photography or anything with a bike or something like that. If you follow this channel for quite a bit, you probably know that last year we competed again in Mike's first photography competition, and we actually got into the finalists and we placed third with this specific image. Last year's theme was, I think, life in 2050, basically in the future. Yeah, it was really fun to plan a photograph and see your vision coming to life. In this specific photography competition, I basically teamed up with my best friend Yannis Psycholios, or John, let's call him John. Me and John, we basically started together a wedding photography and videography business. This was our first year working together, and since that we have become really close friends. So we decided to partner up and try our best in order to maybe win this specific competition as well. Like always, if I'm going to enter a competition, I'm always targeting for the top spots, and in order to win in these competitions, you have to really plan out your photographs, especially for us because we don't have any supercars, we don't have any friends with supercars or something like that, so it's not easy for us to get a Lamborghini and go in a nice place and take a photograph, you know, that's not happening. This was basically the first thing that we said. We need a good idea because in terms of cars, we don't have any. So our first few ideas, they were really mediocre, like we laid them down and I was like, this isn't going to work. And thank goodness for Pinterest, because I went in there and I was searching endlessly for cinematic car photography or something like that. Like I typed every single keyword that I could think of, and these specific images over here are the ones that really caught my attention, and I basically wanted to recreate something like that, something that shows loneliness, something that shows a vintage character, because I wanted to work with an older car and dress my model with vintage clothing. So I showed these pictures to John and I asked for his help in order to recreate something like this. A photo shoot like this has many obstacles. First and foremost, we have to find the car. Luckily enough, John did a collaboration with a dealership which basically offers and rents vintage cars for maybe movies, events, weddings and all kind of stuff. So John sent them many DMs in order to try to make a deal with them, and after many days of back and forth, John managed to basically get a rental, a Mercedes of 64 for a few hours. We told them our plan, but sadly we had another obstacle in our way. The dealership didn't want to drive the cars far away from their own dealership, which is to be expected, to be honest, because these cars are really old, we have to take care of them. So all of the locations that we had in our mind in order to recreate this image went out of the window completely. So we spent many hours with John looking in Google Maps, trying to spot something, and yeah, we basically had no idea. Almost everything in that specific location, it was garbage. It was completely garbage, or at the very least it didn't fit the theme that we were going for. And at this point something really crazy happened. My friend John basically has another YouTube channel where he basically talks with a friend of his about cars, and they basically randomly found this spot, this open spot where some car owners go there because it has a pretty nice view to the city and to the sea. It was a really small side of a hill, we didn't even see it on Google Maps. This was really close to the dealership, so we asked the dealership if we can drive the car there, and they agreed. So we had the car, we had the location. After that, all we had to do is to execute the photo shoot. So the last few months we had a pretty tough schedule. We had many weddings and many next day photo shoots that we had to complete. So thank God we managed to find a day in order for us to get the car and photograph it. And since John made sure to find the car and find the location as well, I basically searched on my father's closet in order to find these older vintage clothes. So we had the car, we had the location, and we had the clothing. So the day of the photo shoot finally came, and because we had the car from like 5 in the evening or something like that, and obviously at that time you don't have any nice light or something, we wanted to basically use our key location for sunset and blue hour afterwards. So we basically did a warm-up photo shoot in a random location that we had near us. We placed the car in this driveway over here, nothing too crazy, but I think this is the part where I talk way less and actually show you a little bit of photography. So yeah, enjoy the first few images of this first location. Anyways, roll the clips. Alright, so these were the images from the first location. Like I was saying, these were nothing special, but it was a good warm-up. Like we were trying to see and we were testing basically on what angle we wanted the silhouette to stand. Anyways, we finally left that location and we finally went to the key location, which was this hill over there. The view was pretty nice, like it's nothing too special to be completely honest, but with the right conditions, everything was about to merge really nice. We had almost an hour in front of us before the sunset basically starts, so during all that time we made sure to also capture a little bit of cinematic b-roll in order to make a sequence. It doesn't really have any special story or something like that. We just took a few video clips which looked nice, but we also took many images during the golden hour, during the sunset, and also during the blue hour. This 1 hour and a half, close to 2 hours of shooting was so amazing. Like we managed to capture so many beautiful images. Thank God the sky was beautiful, but that's enough of me talking. I rather show you the photo shoot and break down the images after. So yeah, enjoy the whole photo shoot, the golden hour, the sunset, the blue hour, and as well the cinematic b-roll sequence. Again, roll the clips. all right. I couldn't be happier with the images. Dude, what are you doing? My other cat decided to destroy my setup. Dude, go away. Let me record. Anyways, like I was saying, I'm so happy with the images that we managed to create. We basically brought to life the vision that we had at the beginning when we started planning this whole photoshoot. This specific image over here is the one that we sent to the competition. It's our favorite one. We had a few similar ones. We captured this one during the really deep blue hour, but I think this overall image is much better. It has more dead space on the sky, which makes the sky look even more dramatic. The interior of the car looks much more subtle and much more mysterious and cinematic, in my opinion at least. And I also think that the silhouette is placed a little bit better on that image as well. So let's break this image down. First and foremost, this is the raw file, and this is the edited version. Lots of things happen here, as you can see. We shot this image with the Sony a7R IV with the Sigma 85mm f1.4, but obviously you can take images like this with any camera. We could use my Nikon Z5 with my Viltrox 85mm and the image would look exactly the same. As you can see, we used many different masks. We did a little bit dodge and burn on the sky. We made the whites brighter and the blacks darker in order to make the sky look even more dramatic. Obviously, we also used a little bit of vignette. We also brushed off the lights with clarity in order to make them look a little bit more dreamier, you know. Of course, we added a little bit more color in order to make it look even more cinematic. We wanted to give out that look of the blue hour. And in order to light up the interior, we basically used my light bar over here, my LED light bar. This thing is my favorite light, period. It's the C100 from Zhiyun, Cinepeer, call it whatever you want. Zhiyun sent me this one during the summer and I used it in many weddings and other professional situations, and it was the key in order to make our image look much more cinematic. So I placed this thing on the interior of the car. This thing over here is 100 watts of RGB, but also bicolor, so we have lots of control. We also don't need any cables because it has an internal battery. If you want to check it out, I have a review and a few links about it down in the description. So yeah, this came really clutch. And this light was also perfect for the cinematic sequence because when the sun went down, we had to light our sceneries with something. So once again, these lights made our scenery look beautiful. Like, look at this shot over here. It looks absolutely amazing. So yeah, overall, I'm so happy about the images that we managed to create. I'm more than excited about our final bucket shot. I couldn't be more proud about bringing to life our vision with this image. And I'm also really happy about the B-roll sequence which we managed to create. The B-roll sequence wasn't planned at all, but we had a little bit of time. So in between of the photos, we also were filming video. So after seeing our final image, before even submitting it, deep down, I knew that we had a pretty good chance in order to enter the final 8 of the competition. So Mike had about 4,000 images submitted, and the way that this competition was laid off was basically that out of all these 4,000 images, out of all these 4,000 entries, Mike will choose his top 8. And after that, you guys on Instagram will vote which one is your favorite. And yeah, spoiler alert, we managed to reach the top 8. And at this point, the competition hasn't started yet. So it's up to you guys in order to vote for your favorite image. Obviously, this video is going to come out after the competition ended, so we can see the whole progress and what place we actually placed. Hopefully, we are going for the win. I saw the other images and they look insane, but I'm confident that we have one of the best images in this competition and hopefully we're going for the grand prize. I'm really competitive. We worked really hard for our image and yeah, at this point, may the best win. Our competitors are really strong, so I'm not sure about the first place, but yeah, it's up to you guys at the end of the day. One thing that I have to say before we go into the future and see the results of each voting day, I want to announce that at the day that this video is going live, I will offer this image over here that we took, the image that we submitted on the photography competition, as a print. This item will be live for only 7 days, so it will be really cool if someone likes that image to have it. I know that not many people are going to see this video because I don't have a huge following or something like that, so whoever will get the prints, these are going to be extremely limited edition. After 7 days, I'm not going to put them on again ever, so this is the only time that I'm going to print this image for the public. I will also make a print for me and one print for John in order for us to hang it in our walls and be proud of what we have created. Anyways, that was the small announcement that I wanted to make. From now on, let's leave everything to future Ilias in order for him to break down what exactly happened in the competition. Hopefully we got the first prize because I want to upgrade my camera, to be completely honest. But yeah, may the best win and good luck to myself, I guess. Alright, so it's the first day of voting for the competition. We are against this really nice image over here, which has a lot of potential. Thank God, right now we are leading. I don't know what. You're here to say good luck? Focus, Nikon, come on. Oh. So like I was saying, we are winning right now. We have a really strong opponent though. I love his image. It looks like he did a lot of work in order to create this whole scenery. I wish best of luck to this guy. I'm really curious to see the BTS of his image. Like, this would be insane. This whole scenery that he created, breathtaking. It looks like both of us worked really hard in order to create the scenery of our image, but our image has also the silhouette and a different color palette, so it gives a little bit more of a mystery to the whole scenery. Like, it's more artistic. So maybe that's the reason why we're winning right now. Anyways, I'm really excited about this first day. All the other competitors are really, really strong. In my eyes, there is one clear favorite, but we're going to talk about it in the upcoming days. But I think we're up there. I think we can make things happen. Anyways, I will leave you right now because I'm fucking tired. And let's take an update again from future me. Alright, so it's the second day of the competition and a lot have happened. Sadly, the second round of the competition didn't start today because one of the photographers got disqualified. He submitted basically a photograph that was taken 3 years ago, and that's against the rules. You have to take the photograph during the period of the whole photography competition, which is basically the last 2 months. I'm pretty sure he didn't do it on purpose, like he didn't try to cheat, because if he wanted to cheat, he would hide the original image from his profile. This second day was spent on another new voting between the new photo that got into the tournament and one of the older photos. This new photo is really nice, like it's this photo over here with a thunderstorm basically behind the car in the front. It's a really nice image, but yeah, at the end of the day we have to wait for the next round, which is going to be tomorrow. The crazy thing is that in the next round, on the semis, I think it's semis, I'm not completely sure how the rest of the tournament is going to go, but in the next round we are against Koureas. If you don't know Koureas, he's a really talented car photographer here in Athens, Greece, so he's local. It's crazy that this one person that I personally know, and we also did make a video a year ago, he was on my last photo battle basically, it's this guy over here. Anyways, I'm backtracking, we are against Koureas in the semifinals. He has a really solid image of this Audi over here. I think it's going to be a close one, and one really crazy thing is that out of the 8 finalists, 3 of us are basically Greeks. Yorgos over here with this WRC image is also from Greece. I guess we are really talented over here in this country. Anyways, may the best win. Hopefully it's us. I always like to win, of course, but at the end of the day, it's up to you guys to vote which image you prefer. Anyways, let's continue on and see what happens in the next day. Alright, so I just woke up. To be completely honest, I'm really happy. It's the third day of the competition, it's the second round. Again, what are the chances to meet up with a friend of ours on the semifinals of this competition? Like, it's completely crazy. Anyways, so the first 6 or 7 hours have passed. I was asleep when all of this happened because Mike lives in Australia, we live in Europe. So yeah, there's a time difference. It's going pretty well. I think we are around 63% I think right now. So we have a good lead. Fingers crossed we can keep it. Oh, my cat came. Look at this. Look at this guy. Okay. If I'm not mistaken, if we win today, we will participate in the finals tomorrow. I'm not completely sure about that. Maybe I'm mistaken. I still have no idea how this whole competition is executed, and that's because I'm fucking dumb. Mike explained it to me, other people explained it to me. I still have no idea how it works. Excuse me for... Holy shit, don't eat my camera. What the fuck? Fucking cat, dude. I need to make a little bit of coffee in order to wake up, and yeah, I will give you an update for when this whole semi-final is done and over. Guys, I think we lost. The picture that me personally was really afraid is the one that we met in the final round, and he destroyed us basically. Like, it is a really good image. Like, I can't be mad, to be completely honest. From the very first time when I saw all the images, I instantly knew that this guy probably would win. I even sent this message to Mike over here because I knew that this guy would win. I knew it. But of course I always have the belief in me and in our image, so I thought that maybe we could pull this off. The voting is not over yet. We still have a few hours to go, but of course there's not going to be a huge upset or something, like we are so far behind. So yeah, the best image won. We'll get another update when the whole thing is over, we get the final placements, and yeah, let's wait for the next day when everything has cleared up. That's everything that I had to add. Yeah, we got destroyed. I can't even be mad about it, to be completely honest. Like, this whole experience was great for me. We brought our vision to life. We did our best. I think we have a beautiful image. And yeah, I have a few more images in my portfolio and a nice cinematic sequence in my portfolio, which is nice. Anyways, thank you so much for the support. Let's go to the next day and talk about the final standings. Alright, so it's the next day, and as you can see from this bracket over here, we were on the winners bracket till yesterday. So yesterday's winner got into the grand final, let's call it that way, and we went into the semi-final basically. And right now we are waiting for Koureas and Yorgos, the WRC image and the Audi R8 image, in order to see who is going against us in the semi-final. Right now the WRC image is winning against the Audi image, which is really surprising in my opinion. Like, I think that the Audi R8 image is the better image over here, but again, everyone has different tastes, so yeah, it is what it is. From the way the WRC image is performing, I think that even in the semi-finals we're going to lose against the WRC. I'm not so sure about that, of course, like everything can change. At the very least we got the third place or the second place, so that's quite alright with me. So yeah, let's not waste any more time because this video is already big enough, and yeah, see what tomorrow awaits for us. 3D pop.
3D pop.
3D pop.
Γραφέ.
Yes, it's recording right now.
Hello guys, my name is Ilias Koureas. Welcome to my YouTube channel.
This is the end, bro. This is the end. Alright, so it's the final day of the Northborders competition. Let's see.
We are currently losing.
We are losing 71% to 29%. We are losing to the WRC image who won yesterday against the Audi R8 image. You can see both images right now on the screen. This was basically in order to see which one will get the third place, because the number one contestant has already won against both of us.
He has smashed us.
Yeah.
The percentage was crazy.
The first place of the competition, I think it's well deserved. So, this is the end basically of the competition. Thank you so much for supporting us all these days. Thank you so much for voting for our image. I think we did a terrific job. Like I said earlier in the video, we're going to be printing this image and hang it on our walls.
Yes.
Personally, I'm really proud
Yes,
of
me
what
too.
we have created.
And for both images, we sent another image.
Yeah.
The sunset one.
Yeah,
I really like this one too.
it has played on the video earlier. You haven't seen the video, obviously.
I don't.
Yeah. The really funny part is that last year I also finished fucking third. So
Next year,
maybe again third. Like, who knows? Who knows?
it's his destiny.
Yeah, it's my destiny. It's my destiny. I don't know if we are going to participate again next year. I think the voters in this specific competition voted for the image that is more relatable to them.
To the audience.
Yeah, to the audience. That's the way I feel, because there is no way that, let's say, the WRC image is better than ours. That's my opinion.
And like,
you can like bash me down in the comments. I don't give a fuck.
But
to
we
be
saw the
completely
comments
honest.
on the Instagram post as well.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
this was crazy. First of all, like you guys were flaming Mike because he made an honest mistake.
Yes, just a
Yeah,
mistake.
like who gives a shit? Like chill out. He made a mistake and used an image from 2021.
It happens.
It happens. Like he had to go through 4,000 images. Like chill the fuck down. I've seen all these comments flaming. To be completely honest, I think the people that were so mad at him were the people that felt like they deserved to be top 8,
Yes.
but
But
they
didn't make the cut.
Yeah, exactly. They didn't make the cut. They didn't make the cut. I also saw many people that were like, "Oh my god, I don't have
Expensive gear.
yeah, expensive gear, and these people have expensive gears, and they're taking expensive photographs, so that's why they're getting selected." What the fuck? Like, we paid nothing in order to
Literally
set,
nothing.
Yeah, in order to set up our image. I used a basic RGB light inside the car. We didn't even rent a car.
The car, we did
We
the
made a
photo
deal.
shoot.
Yeah, we basically made a deal with
with a car company.
yeah, with a car dealership. Yeah, exactly. So they rent us the car for a few hours
in exchange
for photos and videos. So you could do that too. And
the outfit was yours.
the outfit was not even mine.
Not
it
even
was
your
my
dad's.
older dad's clothes. Obviously, we used like an expensive
Okay, but-
camera, the Sony A7R4.
It's a 5 years old camera.
First of all, yeah, it's 5 years old.
It's 5 years old.
Second of all, we could use my Nikon Z5, which cost like 600 used. We could use a DSLR, if any full
It would be
frame
the same,
or APS-C, yeah, and just use a random 85mm on the on top of the
It would be the same.
camera. It would be completely the same image. You were shooting on, I think it's 100 ISO,
Yeah.
maybe. Like I will show the metadata right now.
2.8.
Yeah, 2.8.
2.8.
Not even 1.4.
Yeah.
People were complaining about not only us, but other people as well. Like we're using some kind of expensive gear.
Yeah, not only for our photo, for other photos in the top 8 as well.
That was a ridiculous complaint, in my opinion. People think that we took this image or other contestants' images because we and the other people have better gear. That's not the case. Like, we planned this image for many weeks in advance in order to have everything correct.
Yeah.
And the only thing that we had to do is to click the shutter. Like, we created this image from scratch. Of course, that doesn't mean that we deserve the #1 spot just because we created this image. Many other contestants created their image as well and planned their image as well. But you don't need expensive gear in order to make photo shoots like this. You know, like you don't need
They might make it easier to shoot.
They make your life easier for
Yeah,
sure.
but
Like
it's not necessary.
Better autofocus maybe.
Yeah.
But the image quality, like, you can shoot images with a 10-15-year-old camera and maybe get even better image quality. But again, you can get a used DSLR full frame.
Like
for
we worked for it.
Yeah, at the end of the day, like, we work for it. We are not even rich.
Yeah.
I don't even have a car. Like, what the fuck? We are both working 2 jobs in order to survive. So yeah, like, complaining about having good gear and thinking that this is the reason that you didn't make the cut and blaming us for it, that was crazy in my opinion. And like I said, I think we didn't get favorable votes because people didn't relate with our image. Like
We got smashed.
we got smashed
Two
today.
times, 3 times?
Two times
for sure.
from the bike,
From the
which
bike.
was well deserved.
And now from the WRC.
Yeah, but in my opinion, in terms of photography, in terms of creativity, in terms of story, in terms of emotion, in terms of art, at the end of the day, I think our image definitely deserved top 2. But yeah, that's the way I feel. I think that's the way you feel as well.
Yes, I agree.
The good thing is that we already have the Sigma 35mm f1.4. So I'm really happy that this lens is going to someone that could use it more than us. So that's perfect. And also, we are going to get the Vanguard, I think, camera bag.
Yeah, we can fill it with lights.
This will store many gear. Like I said, we are shooting weddings. And we have another production company. So it will help us a lot by carrying gear left and right. We are already struggling with carrying many things in our hands. So having another bag will be really beneficial. This is where I'm going to end the video. If you really liked our image and you want to also get a print, there's going to be a link down below which is going to be active for only 7 days from the day this video is going to be live. After that, I'm going to take down the print and it's never going live again. So if you would like to get the print, then yeah, this is the chance. It's going to be really limited edition because I don't think like we're going to sell more than maybe 5 prints.
No. 2 for us.
Yeah, 2 for us, another 3 for you.
Yeah.
That makes the cut. But yeah, at the end of the day, I'm really proud of the image that we did. We brought the vision that we had to life. We created many portfolio images and we also made a really nice B-roll sequence which we are also going to use in our production company because it's a really nice work. Like people liked it, and some clients who love that kind of videos will be really interested in working with us. So at the end of the day, even though we didn't win the first place, we got many out of this whole competition. Mike, with this competition, pushed us in order to make a huge photo shoot like the one that we did. Once again, a huge thank you over here to John. Without him, we wouldn't be able to create this image. In competitions like this, you need to ask for help from your friends. Go follow him on his Instagram or...
I said to Ilias he should quit being a photographer and start becoming a model.
Maybe, you never know. Like,
a new career.
Maybe, even now, while I'm shaved, maybe. Who knows? Anyways, I'm sorry if I was a little bit butthurt about the final round, but yeah, I'm always real in this channel and that's the way I feel, so I will never lie about my feelings or something like that. Again, thank you so much for spending a little bit of your valuable time by watching this video. This really means the world to me. And as always, I'll see you all next time. Take care. Peace. Presets and prints down below. Bye.
Where are you going?